Hello, and welcome back to Three Finger Pour. In this video, I'm going to show you the bourbons that I've collected over the last few years. I'm going to show you the one bourbon that got me into drinking bourbon and collecting bourbon. I'm also going to show you a few of the special bourbons that I have in my collection. So these are a few of my first bourbons that I have collected. I just recently grabbed this Ancient Age. Actually really good. Very smooth, not bad for a $15 bourbon. I was able to get my hands on a Buffalo Trace. Tough here in New York State, anybody that knows that. Very hard to come by, but if you find it in the right store, you can get a decent price on it. This Mafia bourbon here, it's a straight bourbon. It is out of a distillery in Buffalo called Buffalo Distilling. They made this Mafia logo for the Buffalo Bills. It used to be a limited edition, but I believe they ramped up the production on that. I was lucky enough to get Thurman Thomas's autograph on my bottle. He was in one of the liquor stores here in town, brought my bottle, and he was very nice and signed it for me. Another one of my prized bottles that I have is this Whistle Pig 6-year aged rye. This was a special edition Big Poppy David Ortiz one. Bought it. I'm a big Red Sox fan. So this one, as soon as I got the email on it, I jumped all over it to grab it. I believe it was aged 6 years in their regular charred barrels, and then they put brand new D034 Maplewood baseball bats inside the barrel, and soaked the bourbon a little longer on the bats that David Ortiz used to use when he played in the majors. This one probably won't be opened anytime soon. What will make this one very special would to actually have David Ortiz sign this bottle and add it onto my Red Sox collection I got going on upstairs. Another one I recently grabbed was this Greenbrier Tennessee whiskey. That actually was a gift. Very good, very smooth drinking whiskey. I would definitely recommend something like this for someone who's trying to get into drinking whiskey. It does not give you that whiskey hug that everyone talks about. Obviously, I finally, after years of hunting, got myself a bottle of Blanton's. I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but it is there. Redwood Empire. Big fan of the Redwood Empire stuff. That's the only one I've came across so far. Another easy drinking one. If you are a fan of Woodford Reserve, I would definitely suggest that one also. A couple of other ones. I got a couple local ones here. So these are Mackenzie's. This is out of the Finger Lakes Distilling. They are located on Seneca Lake on the east side of the lake. I was just back there in December, and they had these single barrels that they released. This one is a bourbon whiskey, 108 proof. You can see 51% corn, 49% malty barley. Very good. Nice amount of heat, but not too, it doesn't kill you. Very tasty to have. And then the other single barrel I picked up was a straight rye whiskey. Let's see, 80% rye, 20% malted barley. Then it was finished in a cannoli stout beer barrel. So that was good. Proof, 95.8. Very good. Again, it's got that heat, but it's not overpowering. Really enjoyable. Nice little distillery there on Seneca Lake. If anybody wants to check it out, they do nice flights there. They have plenty of options for flights. They also have a mixed cocktail drinks also. So now we're going to move on up into my cabinets. I have a Kings County distillery here, straight bourbon whiskey. I got their blended bourbon whiskey. Good stuff. I believe they are out of the New York City area. Have not been to the distillery. I was only able to try it at a event. Another one that's local to New York is this Barrel House 6 distillery. I believe they're over on Keuka Lake, maybe. I'd have to look that up again. So I got their Middle Finger Moonshine. It was a very tasty moonshine. They also had their bourbon whiskey here. Really good. 48% alcohol volume. Batch number 2, so it was nice. Just noticed the date was one day off of my birthday, so that's kind of cool. Then I got the special Jack Daniels they released years ago, the Eric Church Single Barrel Select. I know it was hard for some people to find it. I actually had a buddy help me out on getting me one of those, so that was kind of nice for him. Boone County Single Barrel. I know this was a barrel pick from a liquor store here local in Rochester. This one was off at 117.6 proof. Very good. Lots of heat, so it'll definitely keep you warm in the winter. So I've got another moonshine one here. This is out of Steel Bound Distillery and Brewery. They are out of Ellicott, New York. It was decent moonshine. I think mainly reason I picked it up was the Harley Davidson logo, big biker. But I bought it anyways. Haven't opened it. I bought one of their bourbons, batch number 6. It was good. I think it's 4 years old. It is a little on the light side for color, but still tasty. What do we got here? We got Powerhouse Bourbon and Whiskey. This was a limited edition one. So that was definitely batch number 1 from Steel Bound. Also, that one was aged 5 years. Looks pretty good. Looks a little light. I'm going to have to probably open that one up, taste it, see what it tasted like. Can't remember. It's been years. Cooperstown. If you've ever gone to Cooperstown or been to the distilleries, they have some pretty decent whiskeys. The Beanball one here is another good one. Very smooth, easy drinking. I would say definitely a starter for anybody that wants to get into bourbon drinking. We'll go up here, Southern Tier. If anybody hasn't been to Southern Tier before in New York State, I know they got one down in, I think they got a distillery out in Ohio, and one down in Southern New York somewhere. They have good products. I like the flavor profiles on their bourbons. This one here, the 2X Top, this was like a win-win for me. This was giving me the bourbon that I liked and the IPA taste on the background. So 84 proof, so it was very easy drinking, but it's kind of like a win-win for me on that one. Big fan of this Bibb & Tucker Double Char. Just a very little bit of smokiness, a little bit of, you know, you get that little char taste in your mouth, but it's not overpowering. It's very good in the old fashions. If you like to do little smokiness to your old fashions, this would be a perfect one for you to have. We got this Batson River Distillery. This one is out of Maine. Went there on a trip. Checked out the distillery. They did not actually sell it at the distillery / restaurant. I actually found this one in a liquor store. It's good. 88 proof. The price was reasonable, so I picked it up just to have, and still haven't opened this one yet either, but every day is a new day to try something different in my cabinet. So we are going to go and look at the Secrets Distilling Company that I have. These are out of Ocean City, Maryland. Very nice little distillery if you ever go down to Ocean City. Nice tour. They give you a nice little sit-down tasting in the background. Very good. I got the double barrel spiced flavored rum. I believe I did a 4-pack because it was a deal if you did a 4-pack. I did their bourbon whiskey. I also did their lemon drop vodka. Very tasty. Tasted like a lemon drop, so it was all great. And then I also did a grapefruit flavored vodka because I love grapefruit, so that would always went great with grapefruit juice. Alright, so we also have a Bowman Brothers small batch. Anyone that's looking for Buffalo Trace, can't find it. If you can find the Bowman Brothers, it will work out perfect for you. They use the same mash bill as Buffalo Trace because it is the distillery. They distill it first down at Buffalo Trace through the first 3 processes, and then they move it on up to Virginia to finish the process. So side by side, it's going to be very close to Buffalo Trace. So if you have that taste of Buffalo Trace, can't find it, I would definitely suggest the Bowman Brothers. I have the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, 100 proof, very good. Nice drinking. I don't feel the 100 proof when I drink it, so it's very enjoyable on me. Another one I love to sit back and just sip on at night after a long day. Also have the 3-chord blended bourbon whiskey. I've heard a lot of things about this company. I actually found this bottle on a disco shelf, so they had it on sale. They couldn't, I guess they weren't moving the product, so I picked it up, brought it home, tried it. It was enjoyable. I mean, 81 proof. I like stuff a little higher in proof, but very good taste in whiskey. I wasn't gonna complain for the $35 I paid for it. I got some rum here. I do like some rum. This was actually a decent rum that I bought. Very smooth, kind of got a little floral taste to it. It was good. I am trying to get in other things, so that was one of the rums I did buy a while back. Horse Soldier is another one that I'm a favorite of. Trying to buy the other 2 bottles they have. If anybody knows the story behind this, the gentlemen that run the company, I believe, were in the army. They were part of the guys that rode the horsebacks through Afghanistan. They started their own distillery. I believe the story behind everything is that there are small pieces of the Twin Towers metal that are melted down, and they put a little bit into each of their labels on the front because they're all metal labels. So I thought that was pretty cool too, you know. Another Southern Tier. This was the barrel strength single cast. I've had this one probably for a good 3 years now. 116 proof. It was really tasty. Not much left of it, but I'm working on it. Very good. Another one for a nice cold day. I got the Baby Jane. I know there's Widow Jane. They have Baby Jane. They have other ones out there. The Baby Jane is very good. It's smooth. I believe it. To me, it was smoother than the Widow Jane. I do know everyone's palate's different, so but very enjoyable, very good. Price was decent on that one also. Russell's 10. Obviously, everyone has Russell's. Very popular brand. It's out there. I bought it. It was just to have because everyone always tell me that I had to keep trying it, so I bought it and tried it, and it's really good. I like it. It's a good drinking one. I haven't drank much out of it, but it is slowly going down. I don't believe... Is this the one? No, this is not the LLME. I do have the LLME here in my collection where the rumors are they put 13 and 15 year into it. I know it's here somewhere. I also have the John J. Bowman single barrel. Picked that one up. Got that one. It was an allocated purchase here in New York State. Very good. I was able to have a sample of it. Then I bought it, and then I actually drank just a little bit out of it to have some more of it. Very good stuff. I would definitely recommend picking this up if you ever come across it or can find it as an allocated. Drunken Beam. This is a coffee whiskey. Really not up my alley, but she is a local country star here in Rochester. Does her own whiskey. I believe she also has her own product of coffee beans also. So if you like the flavored stuff, this is probably right up your alley to try. I got the Knob Creek 7-year rye. Actually, I was gifted this. Very good. Not a huge rye fan, but this one's actually tasty. The other one I've tried in the past has been the Angel's Envy rye. Definitely want to buy a bottle of that one of those days, but the price on that it's a little high, but it's really good. Obviously the Maker's Mark, original. Everyone probably had that before in the past. Breckenridge whiskey. I've got a couple of these ones. I've got their normal bourbon whiskey, another easy drinking, 86 proof. I would suggest this one to be another one that people, if they just want to sit down and drink whiskey at night, or somebody that's starting out, very smooth whiskey. Pretty, not bad for coming out of Colorado. And then they did this one with the Buddy Pass, the Clabo Imperial Stout Cask, 114 proof. This was actually batch number 2. It's very good. I definitely get a little bit of the chocolate and coffee taste on this. Not heavy, but very tasty. I was very impressed with it. I liked it a lot. Ellicottville. This is another distillery that's actually down in Ellicottville. This was their American whiskey. I believe I got lucky the day I was going there. The owner had just finished this, and he was nice enough to bottle me one up and let me buy it and take it home. So that was kind of cool. So I was able to grab that. I also grabbed this one here, the straight bourbon whiskey they had on the shelf. 88 proof, single barrel, very good. Got a gold medal here. So, it's good stuff. If you're ever down in that Ellicottville area, look them up. Off the beaten path a little bit, but very nice little distillery. Good stuff. Got another one here, locally, New York, Smoking Tales Distillery. This is a pot distilled moonshine whiskey. Tried this at an event one time. I liked it. The price was good. They weren't overcharging their prices, so picked one up. I believe they are out of Phelps, New York. Yes, Phelps, New York. So I was right on that. What do we got? We got batch number 7 on that one, so that's kind of cool. I've got my hands on the first 2 recipes for the new Four Roses, the OBSF and the OESK. As soon as I can get the 3rd recipe or find it, I will do another video. I will open all 3 of these. I will taste all of them, and I will give you my taste and notes on them, tell you what I think about them, and then let you guys decide which ones you think would be best for you. I know some people collect them. That's one reason why I bought them, but also want to see what they taste like. So we got some small bottles over here. I got a Crooked Tusker Distillery. It's called Major Tom Bourbon Whiskey. 104 proof. I believe the distillery is Hammondsport, New York. Another local one. New York State. Have not been to the distillery yet. Have been looking to get there. Check them out. They did have they were at an event I was at. They had a lot more whiskey to try, but none at the event. I only had a few selections to go from. Here I got another smoked bourbon whiskey from Elder Creek Distillery. They are located on the east side of Seneca Lake. Another nice little small distillery. I would check them out. They have decent bourbons. Just watch the pricing. I know the price on it is, some of them are a little expensive. To me, I don't feel like the price on their bourbon is worth the taste of it. I also have a couple St. Lawrence spirits from their distillery. Picked up these small ones at an event. They actually came in, I believe, in a 3-pack. I drank one of them already. One here is a Captain's Flask Bourbon, 90 proof. Very good, easy drinking. This one here is called an Icebreaker. This one is 122.8 proof. It was good. Definitely gave you that whiskey hug, but I had to pick it up. It was a decent deal for the 3-pack. I know I can't find any St. Lawrence spirits here in Rochester, but I haven't looked at all the Rochester stores yet. Hoping to go out and get a bourbon hunt done here shortly. And hopefully maybe we can find some if anybody's interested. So this one here I picked up a few years ago. It's called 13 Monkeys. It's a distillery out of Buffalo, New York. I'm not sure if they have a distillery open to the public. When I bought them, they did not. They were just making the whiskey themselves. They are former veterans that run this company. Very good whiskey. I bought a bottle only to because the proceeds went back to the foundation for KIA. So having people in my family that used to be in the military, I've always supported the military any chance I can get, only because they go out there and risk their lives for us. So another good bourbon I will look into to see if they actually have a distillery open for the public. If not, definitely I would just buy one just so you can support the troops out there. Another couple local New York State whiskey places. We got Old Bagley whiskey here, 7 years, 100% New York State grain. This one comes off at a proof of 145.7. So yes, it definitely did have some burn. Looked like they only did 200 bottles of this. I had bottle number 23. I have not opened this. I've had this in my possession, and I would probably say 3 years, maybe 4. So yeah, it was definitely a warmer upper. One that is right in the Rochester City area. We have Iron Smoke Distillery, located out in Fairport, New York. Very nice place to go to. Really cool old industrial park. So when you walk in that distillery, it is all the original brick, the original wood. Obviously they did some updating with, the heat and air conditioning and stuff like that, but they tried to keep the building as original as possible. So it is a very nice place to go. They do distillery tours, and they also have, I believe, flights that you can try. This is their bottled and bond one. Very good stuff. I believe they use 35-gallon barrels to do their whiskey, aged it, I think, 3 to 4 years. So this one was a special release, so I picked this one up, I believe, at the distillery itself. So yep, there is the Russell's 10 with the LLME. I did a side-by-side comparison of the two Russells. Color, taste, smell, everything was different. So yeah, there's definitely different juice in that one. Obviously, no one's pinpointed exactly what it was, but I was able to grab my hands on one, so I bought it and can't beat it for the price that a Russell's 10 sells for. Another rum, mainly because of the Harley Davidson special canister. I believe it's Sailor Jerry spiced rum. I have had Sailor Jerry spiced rum. It is a good rum. I mean, everyone, when they think spiced rum, they think Captain Morgan, but I think Captain Morgan's just getting played out. There are other spiced rums out there that are better than that. So, E.H. Taylor Small Batch. This was the first bourbon that I actually sat down and drank and sipped on, and that was the one that basically got me into this mess that I'm in of buying bourbon, collecting bourbon, drinking bourbon. Very good stuff. Once again, it's, because it's out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery, it is an allocated item here in New York State. You have to be lucky to find it on the shelves at one of your liquor stores. I would say if you are looking for certain ones in New York State, I would Google MSRPs on these to make sure you're not paying outrageous prices. I know I picked this one up for like $86. So I know that's not too bad. I know some of them out there will sell them to you for way more than that. So just be careful on pricing when you go to liquor stores here in New York State. I was able to get my hands on a Weller 12. Somebody I was working with said he had it, loved it. I was able to have somebody hook me up with it, paid the price. Wasn't crazy. I know it was under $100. So I had one pour out of it, as you can tell, and stuck it back up top. And yeah, we'll get it out on certain occasions. We'll see what happens. Alright, this is another one that probably won't be opened anytime soon. This is the Yellowstone. I was lucky enough to find this, or pick this up at a liquor store here in Rochester. And the day that I picked it up, the actual master distiller / owner of the company, Stephen Beam, was actually there signing autographs for the bottles, so that was a kind of a cool thing. So I did pick this up. I did try, because they had an open bottle. It did come off at 119 proof. I did not feel the 119 proof. I thought it was a lot smoother. Definitely did not have that heavy heat to it. So yeah, this will be up in the cabinet for a while now. Alright, so I was able to get my hands on the 7th anniversary Russell's Wild Turkey. It was a shot in the dark, but walked in one day and I was told they had one and I grabbed it. Have not opened it yet. I've heard good things about it. I've heard it tasted really well. I will open it one of these days. We'll just have to wait to see what happens on certain football games coming up. I got a New Riff single barrel. This was a store pick from a Market View Liquor in Rochester, New York. Very good. I enjoy it. It was going down way too easy. I had to stop and put it up. I did not want to go through the whole bottle. Have not been able to find another single barrel New Riff or even a store pick single barrel New Riff in Rochester. So hopefully when we start doing some of these barrel picks, or I'm not barrel picks, going out and bourbon hunting, we hopefully we can find them and maybe get another one here in the old collection. What else I still got back here? So I got Black Button Distillery, the Rochester, New York based. Good bourbon. They were doing experimental series for a while. I believe this one had cherry wood smoked yellow corn in it, so it had that nice smoky taste to it. It's a nice little distillery. You want to go there and have a pour and have a flight. I believe they serve food now too also. Got a Cooperstown Select here. Straight bourbon whiskey, aged 3 years, 100 proof. I believe it has a 4-grain mash. This is not a single barrel. So the Cooperstown Selects are very good bourbons. They, like I said, with the Beanball bourbon that I had down earlier in the video, that was easy drinking. This was also easy drinking. They do make bourbon that come in special glasswares. You have basketballs, baseballs. I believe they have football. They have a golf one. They also have sports names on them. So if they're a baseball player, it'd be a baseball with their name on it and with an autograph on the bottle. The bourbon's good. I think it's more of a collector's edition kind of bottle if you want one. I do have one upstairs. I believe it's a football. But I would start, if you really want to have some good Cooperstown whiskey, I would go with the Select, the Beanball, and they do have others at their distillery. Here's a couple other ones I were able to pick up. I did get a hand on the Special Reserve Weller. Had a couple pours out of that. That's been sitting up top. We picked this one up at a store one day. They're, I believe, out of Indiana. Straight bourbon whiskey. It's good. I don't think I would pick it up again. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't like the flavor profile on it. I know everyone's got different flavor taste and different profiles, so one person might like it, one person might not. If you have tried this, let me know what you think of it. I will finish the bottle eventually, but I do have it. What else do we have up here? Jameson Cold Brew won that in a raffle. Eagle Rare 10. Believe this is just a regular. Yep. I do have another one. I thought it was a single barrel pick from a store, so I have been able to get my hands on that. Black Button again, as I talked. Oh, there's the store pick, Eagle Rare 10, so that one has not been opened yet. Back to the Black Button. This was a Freedom Blend they did. They basically, bunch of people from the 108th Infantry out of New York State. They had a bunch of their sergeants and stuff come down, try a bunch of barrels. They picked a barrel they liked, and they bottled it. 115 proof. I know proceeds went to that infantry and to help out veterans and fallen soldiers. So obviously I bought it. Like I said, I was, with family that used to be in the military. I'm all about military people. Here is their single barrel straight bourbon that I had picked up. 100 proof. 127 proof. That was barrel number 1000. So that's kind of cool. There you go, age 67 months, 30-gallon barrels though. So like I said, they got decent stuff. You want to try it out? Here we go. We got 1 Foot Cock. Now that is the same distillery out of Buffalo that the Mafia bourbon came out of. So this is their main logos on most of their bourbons. It will say 1 Foot Cock. This is their bourbon whiskey bottled in bond. I have two of them because I didn't know I had one, so I bought another one because it was that good. Then found out I had another one, so I do have two of them. Like I said, awesome distillery to check out. If you go online to their website, you can do tours. They do tours, I believe, on Saturdays for certain time slots. So it's pretty cool. I've got to get up there and give a good tour. Maybe if they'll allow me, I will do a video recording of it. Traveler whiskey. I know how huge it was when it first dropped. I had a buddy pick it up for me in Florida. Got it home. Have not opened it yet, but I have tried it. Here is I got more Mackenzie's out of the distillery on Seneca Lake, the Finger Lakes Distillery. This is a pot still whiskey. Let's see, we got 80 proof on that one. Got a bottled and bond bourbon one here, 100 proof. Another good one. Like I said, they have really good products. I just saw that they released a single barrel. They worked with, I believe it was Ithaca Brewing Company. They had barrels left over from one of their IPA blends. So they used their bourbon in their barrels. So I kind of want to get down there and grab one of those bottles. And like I said, I'm a big IPA fan. I think it'll be great. Here's another one from Mackenzie's. 10-year barrel reserve rum. Got 47.5% alcohol. So you're up there. It's a very good rum. Like it a lot. So I picked that bottle up the one day I was at the distillery. And the last one I can show you is a Springbrook Farm Distillery out of the Adirondacks. Straight bourbon whiskey. Very easy going. 40, so that's 86 proof. Another good one to just sit back and sit down and watch or drink. And it was easy. I got two of those because I had one and didn't know I had one. So I picked up another one. So now I have a spreadsheet with all my bourbons in it to let me know what I actually have. So I hope that helps you out with showing you what I have. I was glad to show you what I've collected so far over the years. Also a big brewery fan. These are all New York State. You got Nine Maidens, you got the Rusty Nickel that's out in Buffalo, you got Wagner that's out on Seneca Lake. Farmhouse Brewery, I believe they have closed. Griff's Brewing is another good one to go to. It's right here in the Rochester area. They have a lot of doubles. K2 Brewing, that would be my favorite. They have a jalapeno cream ale that is to die for. So I hope that I was glad to show that with you guys. I'm hoping to get out to do a bourbon hunt in the next week or so. Hopefully if you guys get out there and buy some of the stuff, and I like to support the local breweries or distilleries as much as I can. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.